No socks. Right?
Okay, Oscar, go ahead. Primero.
Yeah. Okay. Chavez Barrera. Yeah. Okay. Can we start?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. It's fight week, and we are really, really excited to showcase an amazing, amazing card, a stacked card that obviously all fans deserve, headlined by Ryan Garcia, the sensation of boxing, who is taking boxing to a whole new level. And we're very excited, thrilled that we can be here at the Honda Center, where many big legends, many big fights have taken place, like the likes of Julio Cesar Chavez. We staged here the first world title for Canelo Alvarez against Hatton, and so we're now very, very excited to showcase this amazing card on Valentine's Day. It's a Valentine's Day brawl live on Dazn, and we couldn't be any happier. Ryan Garcia, who is 21 years old, he's a contender who is quickly on the rise and has developed to an athlete that is on the verge of breaking through and winning that world title that everybody is always searching for. Like I said, we have an amazing, amazing undercard. We have the one and only Jorge Linares, who has fought for world titles. He's a multiple world champion. He's obviously in a very difficult and tough fight against a fighter who has been in with Ryan Garcia. So this, as you can see, this card is a very, very important card for all participants who are fighting on this card. Tickets are still available and are priced from $25 all the way to $150. They are going extremely, extremely fast. As you can imagine, all fighters, Ryan Garcia has been amazing promoting this event, and all his fans and everybody's fans here are going to come out and have a nice date with their partner, watching some great fights, some great knockouts. So we feel that Valentine's Day can be a tradition every single year now, where, you know, instead of doing the normal taking out your girlfriend or taking out your boyfriend or taking out, you know, your partner, you can come out, watch some fights, and then you can go to dinner and, you know, and enjoy a nice evening. But we have to give credit to Ryan, whose idea was, hey, why not fight on Valentine's Day, you know, and get everybody out here. And so we're thrilled that we can stage this fight at the Honda Center during Valentine's Day, and everybody can have a great time. Like I said, you can buy your tickets at the Honda Center box office. But if you're not here live, you can subscribe or tune in if you already have Dazn, which is the destination for boxing. Dazn, in its 1 year of existence, right, Joe, has been doing an incredible job in giving the fight fans the best fights, including all the Canelo fights, including Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, every world champion that Golden Boy Promotions has, every fighter that Eddie Hearns and Matchroom Boxing promote. Dazn is the destination for boxing, and it's only getting better and better and better. So we want to thank Dazn for giving us this opportunity, and like I said, I mean, this is the destination for boxing. So thank you, Dazn. I also want to thank the sponsors, Hennessy, who has been doing an incredible job. Thank you for being in our corner. Never stop, never settle. So at this time, I want to take the opportunity to call up to the podium my partner. He is a Hall of Famer. He is a legend. He is a fighter who has broken records and who is the epitome of what a fighter should be. And that is my friend, my partner, and Hall of Famer Bernard Hopkins to say a few words. Bernard.
Thanks, Oscar. You know, he said everything I was going to say, so I'm going to be really short. I like to just say to the fighters to the right and to the left, plain and simple. You want the spotlight, then you got to go take it. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to give it to you. So have a good fight on both sides, and understand that the legacy always been very important when it's over. So remember, be mindful of the night. I mean, you know, a couple of days from now. Be mindful of any night that you can go ahead and shine so you can catch the fans around the world attention, and then you become that main event, and you become that star. So look at it like that. This is your opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. So the Honda Center is a legendary sports venue, and we're excited to bring this special Valentine's Day brawl to this iconic arena. We expect a full house, like I mentioned before. We expect fans from all over Southern California, and know that it's going to be an action-packed mega fight. At this time, I'd like to welcome Tim Ryan, who is the CEO and president of the Honda Center, to say a few words. Tim.
Well, Bernard, I'll be brief as well, and I want to say thank you to Golden Boy. I want to say, Oscar, thank you for bringing an unbelievable card to this building once again. We've been very fortunate to have some of the greatest fans, I believe, in the world right here in Orange County. We've hosted 55 fights prior to this. This will be number 56. Robert, thank you for your support and your belief in Orange County. We sincerely appreciate it. Thanks to Dazn. I've read more about that than I had ever known about. What a phenomenal platform to showcase boxing and a card like this. I want to wish all the boxers good luck, good health. We have sold a tremendous number of tickets. As you said, Oscar, there's still a few left. It's going to be an exciting evening. Our fans here are fired up. I'm fired up about it. I'll be here throughout the evening. So again, on behalf of the Honda Center, Oscar, Bernard, Robert, Dazn, I look forward to it. All of our fans throughout Southern California look forward to this. Another phenomenal night of boxing. Thank you very much.
Tim, thank you very much. For the past year, our relationship with Dazn has continued to grow for the best. And Dazn has the best schedule in boxing history, as evident by the amazing year they had in 2019 of can't-miss fights. Throughout our partnership, Golden Boy's best fights have become more accessible and affordable for fans without the price tag of traditional pay-per-view. I can't wait for 2020. 2020 is shaping up to be even better. So, and we have one man to thank. I want to call up to the podium. He is the Executive Vice President of Dazn North America. That is my good friend, Joe Markowski. Joe.
Thank you, Oscar. It's great to be here in sunny Southern California. For me, the narrative around this fight is pretty straightforward. Is Ryan Garcia a social media phenomenon, or is he a future world champion? And 2020 will reveal a lot on that front. Starting with the big question, can Ryan put on a show on Valentine's Day? Can he take on a big challenge later in the summer? Can he raise a belt above his head before the year's end? The answers to all those questions will be revealed in due course, starting Friday night exclusively on Dazn. It's early in the year, but we're pretty excited about what we've delivered thus far in 2020. Jaime Munguia at the start of the year, successfully moving up into one of boxing's hottest divisions. A stacked card around the Super Bowl in Miami. Ryan Garcia and Jorge Linares, as we've mentioned, in separate bouts this week in California. And to close the month out on Leap Year Day, Mikey Garcia in a huge fight with Jesse Vargas in Texas. That's all in the first 2 months of this year. And as Oscar mentioned, we're promising a lot more to come in 2020. Just want to thank all the fighters to my right and my left. Wish you good health and good luck for this Friday night. And thanks to all the media for joining us today. We look forward to seeing all of you come Friday night here in Southern California or on Dazn. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Joe. And look, Saturday night will feature an impressive undercard with many contenders and prospects. Some of them have joined us today. Opening up the night, we have Alejandro Pinpon Reyes with a record of 2-0 and 2 knockouts. Alejandro, right here. He's going to be opening up the night. He's from Mexicali, Mexico. He'll be fighting in a 4-round lightweight battle against Nelson Colon, who Reyes is here with us today, right? So Reyes is here. And so that should be opening up the night, the special night on the 14th of February. Also, I actually would like to call up to the podium a newly signed prospect at Golden Boy Promotions. He has a record of 6-0 and 5 KOs. He has the pedigree to become something special, and he is of Parlier, California. And he'll be participating in a 6-round welterweight bout against Daniel Avenjalista. Let me call up to the podium to say a few words. Evan Sanchez. Evan.
How you guys doing? This is my first time, so you gotta be patient with me. First, I want to thank Golden Boy for putting me on a big old card like Ryan Garcia. It shows a lot that I'm meant to be on this big card. I'm showing somebody that I do belong in this card, so that means a lot to me. Second, I want to thank the 200 people that I'm bringing from the Central Valley coming out and supporting me on a Friday night. It takes like 3 hours to get here in LA, and that means a lot that they're coming out and supporting me. And I just want to say Friday night, hopefully I could take over the spotlight. No offense, Ryan, but hopefully I could take over the spotlight and show everybody what I got that night. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Evan. 200 people, imagine. Bringing down on a Friday night. It's going to be pretty cool. So congratulations, man. You deserve it. At this time, I would like to call up to the podium as well. He's also a top prospect that we at Golden Boy believe in. He has not only the amateur pedigree, but also, he has that work ethic and that strong punch and that will to just go out there and impress the crowd. I'm really excited by this fighter, and I'm sorry I mispronounced your name, but Bektemir, with a record of 4-0, 3 knockouts, of Indio, California. You want to say a few words? Come on. Bektemir Melikuziev with a record of 4-0 and 3 knockouts.
Assalomu alaykum hammaga. Albatta barchaga rahmat. Ana shu jangga Xudo xolasa inshaalloh tayyorgarlik juda yaxshi bo'ldi. Trenerlarimiz Joel Diaz, Tono Diaz bilan yaxshi sparring partnyorlar bilan, хорошо sparring partnyorlar bilan tayyorgarlik ko'rdik. Inshaalloh barchalarni chiroyli g'alaba bilan xursand qilishga albatta harakat qilamiz. Thank you so much.
Wait, is somebody gonna introduce? Translate?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming up here to support us. Thank you to Golden Boy and World of Boxing for giving me this opportunity. It was a great training camp. Thank you to my coaches, Joel Diaz and Antonio Diaz. Thank you to my sparring partners. If they were hurt, I didn't make it on purpose. And it's going to be a great fight. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Gracias. So he's fighting Marco Antonio Periban with a record of 25-5 and 16 KOs, who's already fought for a world title. So Bektemir is on the fast pace. We plan on possibly fighting him for a world title very, very, very soon. He's like I said, has the pedigree. He has, I don't know how many amateur fights, but has a lot of experience, a lot of power. He comes forward. He's very fan friendly. So we're really looking forward to this fight. It's a tough fight. Marco Antonio Periban is no walk in the park. I'm sure Joel Diaz and everybody prepared you well. So come out fighting, and may the best man win.
Oscar.
All right.
It's 350 amateur fights.
350 amateur fights.
200 knockouts in amateur.
200 knockouts. So, you can imagine 4-0, 3 knockouts. You'll possibly be fighting for a world title like in 2 or 3 fights. So, good luck. Good luck Friday. Okay, good luck. Also, I want to introduce a young man. They call him the T-Dog. T-Dog Nava. He has a record of 7-2 with 1 knockout. He's a native of Los Angeles, California, fighting out of the West Side Boxing Club. And so the West Side Boxing Club has been doing an amazing, amazing job producing these young champions, young, hungry champions. And West Side Boxing Club, a shout out. Thank you. Thank you very much for all your continued support that you give boxing and these young kids. So let me call up to the podium if he's here. Is he here? Is Nava here? Yeah, Nava, come up to the podium. Record of 7-2, 1 knockout. Tenochtitlan T-Dog Nava.
Well, first then, I want to thank Golden Boy staff, Oscar, Eric, Roberto Diaz, for having me in such an amazing card, and I just can't wait till Friday. Friday will be a good night under this amazing card, and we're ready to go. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Now, opening up the, which I call the championship telecast. Right, Joe? We start, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We have 4 high-caliber, exciting fights, exciting fighters who will give everything they have inside the ring, live on Dazn. I'm really excited for this fight. Really excited for the next 2 gentlemen I'll be calling up to the podium. Right. Let me first call up. A fighter who has been taking the boxing world by storm. He's a very flamboyant, very colorful, which I love. He's very, and he backs it up. He backs it up. He dresses sharp. He wears no shirt. And he backs it up. It can be 20 degrees in Philly and you still wear no shirt. He gets inside the ring and he backs it up. That's how amazing this young man is. So let me call up to the podium with a record of 13-0 and 9 knockouts. Let's welcome Blair the Flair Cobbs.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Blair the Flair, the most exciting man in boxing. I would like to pay homage in all respect to everyone here on Golden Boy's staff. You guys are doing a wonderful job. All the people from Dazn for putting on such a big card. It's a fantastic opportunity to once again grace this world with true talent and excitement. It's great being on the undercard of such a great talent as Ryan Garcia, my boy. And hey, you can't get no better in entertainment or in boxing. So with that note, I'll leave you with the infamous, woo! The most exciting man in boxing is gonna come and take over the division, the welterweight division. You cannot stop it, because I am here to stay. Woo!
Thank you, Blair. Thank you. He will be defending his NABF welterweight title in a 10-round clash against a young man who is gonna bring it. Who is gonna bring it? He's ready. He's prepared. It's gonna be a great fight. Let me introduce to you Samuel Cody. Samuel.
First of all, I give you big thanks to God. I give you big thanks to Oscar Garcia. Friday night, I knock you out. I take the best from you.
Woo! You can't stop the great one. You can't stop the great one.
Trust me. Trust the God. I take the best from you. I fuck you up. I fuck you up. I knock you out.
I will fix you so you can speak real English.
Trust me. I fuck you. I'm ready for
I am
you.
the best.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready. I knock you out.
I hope you get.
Okay, I'll be ready for you. Friday night, trust me. I knock you fuck out.
Hey, come and get it. Woo! Because I'm sexy, baby.
I'm telling you. Woo! Woo! I'm telling you. Man, I'm telling you, they're gonna bring it. I mean, these guys are chiseled. These guys are ready. They are ready to get it on. We're excited, man. I'm telling you, this card is gonna be off the hook. Right? Woo! Now it is my pleasure to introduce this next young man. He's a 22-year-old southpaw from Santa Ana, California, who is widely considered one of the best rising prospects in the welterweight division. Since making his debut, he has steadily climbed the rankings by fighting some of the biggest cards that Southern California has hosted in recent years. He will take on an important step in competition as he defends his WBC Continental America's welterweight title with a record of 15-0 and 10 knockouts. Please help me to welcome Alex Lex Rocha. Alexis.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, first off, I just want to thank God. I want to thank Dazn for putting me on such a great card with great fighters like Ryan Garcia, on Valentine's Day. I want to thank everyone from Golden Boy, specifically Robert Diaz, who's always been there supporting me. Thank you so much. If I know you're out there watching. And man, what could I say? I'm very excited to fight in front of my hometown. Pretty much my hometown. I'm bringing a big crowd. I have a tough competitor in Brad Solomon. I know this guy's no joke, man. But this is a challenge that excites me. I'm more than ready for it. I'm more than ready to go out there and shine, Jobs to steal the show, and that's what I plan to do. So I want to thank everyone. Thank my team back there. Hector Lopez, who's my head coach. Thank you so much. Sorry that the Patriots lost last year, but it's all good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Alexis. And like I said, he'll be defending his Continental America's welterweight title against against a fighter, a competitor that, like I said, this card is stacked from top to bottom. He's here to win. He's here to win. He has a great, excellent record. He has a winning record. He's ready. He's prepared. He's trained hard. Let's call up to the podium Brad King Salomon. Brad King Salomon.
First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank Golden Boy for giving me this opportunity. I just lost on the Golden Boy card, in December, but that wasn't nothing. I'm glad they called me back for this upcoming opponent that I'm fighting. He's a real good fighter, and that's all I fought coming up in the boxing game is good fighters and stuff like that. So I tip my hat off to the young fighter who was fighting me today, knowing I'm a dangerous fighter and everything. But it's time for me to get back to where on my winning streak, and I think that's what I'm gonna do Monday. And since we fighting on Valentine's Day, I started a love list, so he gonna be the first one on my love list coming up. Friday night we fighting, and I know he coming to fight, so I'm about to pull the tricks out the bag on a young fighter. And I just want to say it's gonna be a great fight, good card. I need a random card, so it's just a blessing me being here fighting on the Golden Ball card again. Thanks.
All right, now for the co-main event, which is a very special co-main event. You know, I'm always really excited to introduce this young man who has probably one of the best styles in boxing. We saw him fight against Lomachenko, where I'm sure everybody was shocked that he seeing Lomachenko on the canvas for the first time ever in his entire career. And this young man did it with a beautiful combination. You know, we strongly feel that this fight here, this co-main event, is a fight that can create one of those fights of the year candidates. You know, it's that type of matchup. Both contenders are just incredible talents that they possess. So let me call up to the podium first a young man that is from that lives here in Los Angeles. He's from Hidalgo, Mexico, Tulancingo, Mexico. He's had an amazing career. He's been in amazing fights. He was in with Ryan Garcia in a great fight. And he has the skills, he has the work ethic, he has the mentality to become a world champion. But obviously he has to face probably one of the toughest fighters on the planet today on Friday night. But he's ready for it. And that's exactly who he is. So with a record of 19-4 and 8 knockouts, please welcome Carlos the Solution Morales.
Well, it's my second time doing this press conference thing, so I'm fairly new to this stuff. The first time I did this, I made a mistake. I said, I want to thank my promoter, Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. But at the time, he was not my promoter, so I guess it worked out. I'm part of Golden Boy now. So, but, you know, I'm really excited to be able to fight somebody like Jorge Linares. He's probably the best lightweight in this era. He's won, you know, multiple world titles in different weight divisions, and I'm just excited to be able to test my skills against a future Hall of Famer in the sport of boxing. So I'm happy for that, and I would like to thank Golden Boy Promotions, Robert Diaz. If it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't be here and being part of Golden Boy. I'm also excited to be in the Ryan Garcia card. You know, this kid is making a lot of noise in the sport of boxing, and I'm just happy that I was part of it. I fought him. We gave the fans a good fight, and we move on. So now my next task is to fight the future Hall of Famer Jorge Linares, and I'm going to give him a good fight that night, and hopefully we come out victorious. And I want to thank my team, Rod Davis, my trainer Joey, my brother Raul, and everybody that is here right now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Carlos. So, like I was saying, Jorge Linares has been in there with the best, and he will go down as a Hall of Famer. He's a hard worker. He's dedicated. He's disciplined, and Friday night, again, will be a very, very tough fight. I mean, Carlos is a fighter who brings it, who has the skills, who has the determination, and who is ready himself. So we're really, really looking forward to this matchup as the co-main event. He has an impressive record of 46-5 and 28 knockouts. Please welcome Jorge El Niño de Oro Linares.
Thank you, Oscar. So, hello to everyone. I'm so excited and happy to be here. This is my first time in Honda Center, California. Thank you to all the support. I want to say thank you to Dazn, Golden Boy. Thank you to all the support. Roberto Diaz from Golden Boy, taking promotion from Japan. All my team, Team Linares, Jose de la Cruz. Thank you to all the support. Thank you to all the fans. And I'm here. I'm ready to make amazing show with Carlos Morales this Friday, Valentine's Day, and this beautiful place and this amazing card. Also, good luck to Ryan Garcia. It's amazing. Good luck to all the boxers. We can make amazing show this Friday. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much, Jorge. And we strongly feel that this co-main event will ignite and start up the festivities leading up to the main event, which I'm thrilled to be announcing right now. Francisco Fonseca, who represents a recent wave of young talents from Managua, Nicaragua, who have recently had much success in the sport. I mean, he's a fighter who has faced world champions. He's a former world title challenger. He has a great record. He does have the skill. He has the power, the speed. He has it all. And he's been in there with some stiff competition that has tested his skills, that have taken him the distance that we feel that Francisco Fonseca will ultimately challenge and take Ryan Garcia to the next level. A fighter like Fonseca is a fighter who, in this sport you never know what's going to happen. But that's who Fonseca is. He's a fighter who's always prepared. He's ready, and he's ready to go. So let me introduce to you, with a record of 25-2 and 19 knockouts, and this is a record that is against fighters who are world champions. Like, for instance, he went up against Tank Davis, who a lot of people consider to be probably one of the best fighters out there right now at 130 or 135, and took him several rounds. But that's who Fonseca is. He's a tough, durable fighter who has no quit in this game. Like I said, with a record of 25-2, 19 knockouts, Francisco Fonseca. Francisco.
Buenos días a todos los medios presentes. Obviamente, pues agradecido con Dios, primeramente todo, después con Golden Boy Promotion, Dazn, agradecido con mi promotora, obviamente también Buffalo Boxing, agradecido con el Team Garcia por la oportunidad, y obviamente pues vengo preparado para dar un gran espectáculo, y obviamente primeramente Dios, llevarnos el triunfo, y obviamente pues estoy listo para el día viernes por la noche.
Good morning to all the media here. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful as well to Golden Boy, to Dazn, to my promoter, Buffalo Boxing. I'm also grateful to Team Garcia. I'm going to come prepared to give a great show, and God willing, I'm going to take the win. I'm ready for this.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fonseca. So this next young man that I'm going to have the privilege of introducing, you know, I'm sure people know because you've seen the talent, you've seen the power, you've seen the speed. Every single fight, you know, we keep saying, well, is this the next test? Is this the guy that's going to give him that challenge? You know, that tough fight. We saw it on the undercard of Canelo Alvarez, where he blew out Duno with one single punch in the first 2 minutes of the first round. But yet people are still going to be skeptical of this young man's talent and what he really possesses. I know because I've seen it many times over and over. I've been in the sport of boxing for many years. I've experienced it myself, you know. But as you keep putting tougher challenges in front of him, for some reason, he keeps passing the test. And I myself had tough challenges until my last fight, day in and day out. And but that's what it takes to be great. And I believe this next young man, just like every fighter here on the podium, wants to be great. We all strive to be great. But these are the types of challenges we have to take to be great. And this Friday is no exception. He knows he's in a tough fight. He knows he has his critics. He knows he has his supporters. He knows he has it all. But one thing that he's very confident of and sure of is the love for the game, the love for boxing, the love for training, the love to be great. And that's one thing we must appreciate. So it is my pleasure to call up to the podium with a record of 19-0 and 16 knockouts, Ryan Garcia. Ryan.
Hey everybody, thank you for coming out. Thank you Golden Boy for throwing this event. Thank you the Honda Center, it's a dope building, sick. Thank you, where's he at? Where's the owner? I don't see him, damn. But thank you guys for coming out. 2020, man, this is the year to show everybody that I got the skills and I got the talent and I got the mentality to become a world champion. You know, like I said, this year all I want to do is take on the big challenges. All I want to do is to show everybody and prove everybody that I put in so much work and so much determination every day, day in and day out. You know, I stay in shape. After my fights, I sacrifice a lot of things just to become a better fighter. So this is the first fight of 2020 with a great opponent, you know, Fonseca. Tough fighter, you know, been in there with a lot of good fighters and gave him a lot of good work. So, you know, this gives everybody a chance to see how good I am. So I've worked hard for this fight. I gave it all I got, you know. No matter what, I was like, I'm going hard. You know, this guy's going to bring it, so I can't take nothing lightly. You know, I'm not looking forward to the next fight or the fights coming up. I'm looking forward to this guy right here. You know, I can't look past nobody, you know. So it's going to be a good one. Thank you guys for coming out, and let's put on the best show we can, right? Let's kill it. Let's show everybody why boxing is here to stay, and God bless everybody. Let's go.
All right. So forget pay-per-view. Forget pay-per-view. Subscribe to Dazn if you don't have it. What is it? Over 100 fights now, Joe? Over 100 fights now you can watch on Dazn for the price of less than a pay-per-view. You get to watch Canelo, you get to watch Ryan, you get to watch Virgil Ortiz, you get to watch Brian Cobbs, you get to watch everyone on Dazn. So if you don't watch it on Dazn, come out here to the Honda Center, Valentine's Day. Still tickets available. They're going fast, like I said. So this concludes the press conference. Thank you very much for being here. And we'll pose the fighters for pictures. Thank you.
Fighters first. Main event fighters. Everybody take your clothes off. Hey, Caleb.
Hello. That's it. Can you hear me? Hi. We're gonna do the.
Well, come here. You know this? We got back in the same room, so.
Just Ryan, Francisco facing forward. Everybody just take a little step to the side so we can get just them. Face forward. A little farther back. Step back. Paso para atrás. Eso. Alexis, let's do Alexis. Let's do Alexis. It's all. Face forward first. Cameras first. Cameras first.